We know that people debate about what their religions, because I saw my mom do it in her front door. Somebody came over, probably Jehovah's Witness or something, and then another neighbor came to my mom's door and said, "Do you know who they are? Do you know who they?" Oh my God! Then there was 3 religions because the neighbor thought my mom was the religion with her. She wasn't either one of them's religion, and then we had this debate going on, and it really, it looked like mommy should have closed the door. Why are you debating these 2 men at your house? And everybody's point was true. So what? So what? And everyone's just going to throw out these scriptures and just throw out scriptures, throw out scriptures. We don't want to talk about them in a negative fashion. We can just show them by example another way. Because we said we wasn't going over there to save nobody. So we don't care what they doing, man. Let them do what they doing. You know, if they doing that and look like the devil over there, then let that be what it is. They're yelling at people, people don't want to hear it, then we know which ones we're going to be talking to. The ones that's trying to hear something, but they ain't trying to get yelled at, so. By anyone. Because we're showing love, not hammering scriptures. I don't know enough to do that anyway. So what that meant was, I managed to keep my heart soft. So I don't feel like debating with them because I didn't use none of those scriptures to do what I did. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't know them. I'm not saying I wasn't taught to act in a certain way from the Bible. All I'm saying is I can't quote none of that. Jesus wept. I don't have the ability right now, in other words. And nor did I have it going through 57 years worth of trauma. Now, for me, 57 years worth of trauma is something every year. Probably more than 57 things. It's probably more than 57 things. And so, they called me 9 lives by the time I was 5, so maybe I almost died a few times and I don't know no better. I told my mom I'm a real runner. Because she liked that cartoon and I thought she'd like me if I was a road runner. She don't, I'm a good road runner too. I road run real well. Beep beep. You see me road run up that fire? Acme cave there. That was some Acme bullshit. So I don't want to yell at them to get them to stop teaching the way they are. Or debating the way they do with other religions. I don't have anything against any religion. I haven't studied them. If they're keeping you close to God, then do it. I've been to the Mormon church. It was pretty nice. I had them. They helped me once. And they go places in twos. They said TD Jakes. That means his name is TJ, huh? TDJ. Out to, I think he was alone. And if he wasn't, he ended up separated. And see, that's called not trained. That's out there in the war. So anyway, to yell at someone about how they're debating would cause them to debate. And then we'd have to debate that they shouldn't debate. So I'd prefer just to be an example. and just share my ideas. I guess share how I think. It's the best I could do for now, which obviously is very informative. But you guys think I haven't told you anything because you're not listening right. So that means I'd have to figure out how to do something about that. I told a lot of things. You have to write. When you take notes, you don't take notes on the words that you thought sounded good and then don't even look the word up. You think you know it because you heard it in a sentence. Okay, we went to the Archipelago, got a slice of pizza. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? To the Archipelago, but what is that? The restaurant where you get pizza? No. So now you on your station talking about Archipelago pizza. Why would I? See, a lot of times you have to realize and be real grown. Don't act like no kid. Don't treat anything like 18 because you'll never be any further than you already are. I didn't say that you have to get like, that you're trying to be a lawyer listening to law stuff or something like that. But you wanted to know a few laws so you can get around town. You might need to know what the words mean. When we say frontal lobe, but then he's trying to say somebody's frontal lobe was not developed. It was his frontal lobe that wasn't developed. Because he didn't have enough sense to know that he didn't know what a frontal lobe was. And technically, what I said was, mine is works overtime. Y'all's is lazy. See, when you put something back here in your memory bank, you got a chance to forget. Because you got to put it in your memory. If you keep things up here, which is not what you do, I guess. But things up here are as if they happened already. I mean, just now. And what I told him was, so don't ever try to tell me what I said in my sentence. Because I can remember something from 5 years ago as if it just happened just now. Because it's right here and not back here. So his video was stupid as fuck. Because he thought he was retarded. He was referring to a retarded person, and I was talking about the genius of it. And all he did was show that his frontal lobe is very slow. Because he didn't retain anything back here for basic knowledge in order to utilize what's up here. And what you see, your eyes, is attached to your brain. So are your ears. So just because you can't just sit like this and then go get a watch like this and then put your hair like this and then say Archipelago and think that you's a bad motherfucker. If that was the case, you'd be the math teacher, the English teacher. You'd be something besides what you are. And that is not trying to grow. When we try to be a better human, two humans, the world changes. The universe changes. There's a frequency. Too many people are on a negative frequency right now. All these people in the negative, the reason that you're running out of people to drain, like your car, you're running out of batteries to jump you because you turned them all dark, which means you will all die, and we will all die. You're not going to live like that. The only ones that's going to live eternal is the ones that are able to outrun your bitch ass. The lazy motherfucker over there trying not to be 18 or over 18. When you turned 18 that day, did you really think you were smarter that day than you was yesterday? The day before when you were 17? So what the fuck's wrong with you? When you don't try to grow up, and I have to. That's the only reason I can see it, because I had raised myself. For a long time, I've been 4, 14, 18, 50, 33. I've been 57 for a couple times before already. Not in another lifetime, in this lifetime. Because I'm every age for a long time. Yeah. I don't, because of the responsibilities put upon me and the knowledge that I knew. And you know how to make a diaper bag, and you shouldn't have to. Don't have kids do it. What? Diaper bag. Yeah. Tony probably didn't learn real good until she had kids. I already knew. 5th grade. Then I ran out of recipes. Oh, we can make hot water cornbread. So I cried because I didn't really make them that good at first, because they break up. You got to know how the right amount of water. I figured it out eventually, but I wasted a whole bunch of the meal. So I was crying because we didn't have food. When you thought I was crying because they was breaking, no, I was crying because I was wasting it. I had enough sense to know that. A lot of kids don't. And I was crying because I was trying to get it right, trying to get it right. So I knew I was raising myself way before I was 14. And then when I started going to different people's kids' houses, I noticed that they don't have to do a lot of the things that I did. Some people are the oldest and they didn't have the responsibilities that a lot of elder children have. They think they do, but they don't, because they got Alice. And the mama. That's 2 mamas. So the other 2 children think that they're grown when they've never had to be several ages growing up like I did. You guys were only kids. And so, not as wise or as experienced as I, even if we were twins. Because I would have been the one doing it, in other words, if you know. So that's another reason why you can't beat me. It's real hard to beat the older sibling at things. What you need to do is learn from them and then try to beat them instead of trying to mock them. Because how's that working for you so far? So you can't be somebody if you don't want to learn what they learned, first of all. You took the wrong classes. And you drink too much, Christine. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with your weeble wobble walking ass. You stink too. Like alcohol, like you. What it smells like is your organs are fermenting. You're spoiling, rotting. I'm not saying that to be funny. That's what the alcohol is doing. So you're dying, and it smells. With the, I wouldn't even say hint, but with the putrid scent of the alcohol. Yeah, like the throw up smell, mixed with the organs fermenting. Oh, I forgot. Organs mean liver, gallbladder, pancreas. No, I didn't say pancakes. Pancreas, Christine. See how stupid that is? You busy trying to know all the words to when I was making oxtail and talking about an African lady cutting it with her knife, to think that you were smart once you could repeat that. A parrot could repeat it, and I know a few dogs and cats that can talk too. So that made you not smart at all, and nor was it impressive. What it was is, oh, you had to spend a lot of time watching that over and over. There's no way you got that on one try because none of the vocabulary, none of the sentences are formed where they would come from your mouth, and in those with the words in that order. People can tell when you didn't write something because you don't talk good, huh? Simone, when I wrote that letter for you at work, they knew you didn't write that because they didn't hire nobody that's smart enough to write that. You thought you was going up in there, got yourself fired when you didn't know how to work with it, or you just had to leave. No, you were supposed to get paid with that letter. You was stupid. You keep doing that too, OSHA bitch. You get good jobs and then do stupid shit, and then don't know how to get your money out. Don't get jobs with that. Have that in there if you're not going to read the book and learn what to do. Especially when you go through them all in one state, you got to go to another state so you can get jobs. Maybe, because some states got same companies. I don't know where you're gonna be the security guard at when you was already the maintenance person for the Sam's Club or Walmart or something. Now, why'd you do that? You get paid good at it, but I'm just saying, why'd you do that? You should be the one hiring people to go sit at the desk at the apartments, not the one doing that. Because how old are you? 60? Oh, you're supposed to be the one managing the other people to send them around. That's the job you're supposed to apply for. But you know why you don't? Because you know you're not smart enough. You told yourself you're not smart enough, or else you'd apply for it. And you don't want to write a resume. You like to apply for jobs that don't even need that. So that means you ain't gonna never make no money trying to run around and be me. I've never had Section 8, Christine. So you already fucked that up. I ain't never had Section 8, and I ain't never had that HIV penis either. People make such stupid ideas up, and you didn't even study the rules of the road as being a military spouse. I don't care if you was in the military, you didn't study the rules of the road. And I don't care if you was already married and you know LeBay, you didn't study the rules of the road, and that bitch didn't either. And apparently Mr. Robinson hasn't either. Oh, I'm the rules of the road reader, road runner. And if I don't get what I'm supposed to get, that means I have another problem. Tort claim. No, I'm not playing in here. I should have got my money. Fuck that Wingo bitch for holding me up. That bitch needs to give me some of her goddamn money. Judge Wingo bitch. She's not a good divorce attorney. I mean, what is it? What she said she was? I know a lady who says she's a judge, and Wingo is her name. Oh, W-I-N-G-O, W-I-N-G, no, W-I-N-G-O, and she says she is a judge. I beg to differ. She's a criminal. Full-fledged sister ledge. Yeah, we can go ahead and go to court. That's the only thing I didn't like when Obama appointed you. That was a mistake. Now, everybody ain't perfect. So I didn't say I was mad at him. I said I just need him to know and realize. So he can train the next person to tell the next people, don't put no bitches like that up there. They ain't gonna follow federal law. That's made to what? To protect her dumb ass. And she's a Navy spouse. She shouldn't have been on the case. So she's a criminal all the way around. She's the judge. She knows that. No excuse. None. You shook hands with the president. Your bitch ass supposed to be smart. Well, you're not smart. Because you was dumb to take the bribe. And I think my husband and your husband sucks PPs. No, I don't have no rules or nothing. That's alleged. But see, that's what else would be going on. I know my husband talked like she's strictly dickly. He said it in court. It's on paper. He said he's strictly dickly. That's not what he said at the wedding. I was in a false wedding? No, I was in a real wedding. And I want my real retirement. Don't call my shit no false nothing. He ain't got no false my money on his check, does he? So shut the fuck up when you think something's false. My hands was tied. I couldn't do nothing for 30 years. Oh, because he took the power of attorney away. Why'd you wait so long? Because you can't even get the money until the divorce anyway. So it's designed to have him take money. It's larceny. It's designed to commit larceny for 30 years at least. Military. I'm not saying Navy. Military. That needs to be fixed and put that bitch's money on her own check. I am not a child to no man or woman. Just because they're in the military, that does not make them my goddamn daddy. Don't put my money on nobody's check. Change that. He's supposed to give the BAH and a percent of his check when he gets married. Take it out and send it to her. You let him have the opportunity to make the allotment? Fuck that. Put him in jail. He didn't do it. When you give him the opportunity to do the right thing as a sailor, as an airman, as a Marine, as an Army, that's just to give them respect. But when you act like an ignorant, selfish, got people's coochie and balls tied up in your life, and you ain't paying them to take my life is gone, Leslie. Navy. I want my money and I want it now. J.G. motherfucking Whitworth. Now, we all need to do a tort claim. I'm not playing. I'm not going to win it. No, I'm going to be black and I'm proud. And I do believe the story of my life is enough to make Jesus say, thank you very much. That's my little sister. I told her not to carry your motherfucking cross. Oh, he didn't say that. He told me not to carry your cross. I said motherfucking. You didn't say that, Jesus. He said he could have, but he don't curse. Neither does Janet. They can and they will. Because my nanny don't curse. I don't think I ever heard a curse word, but she said something. The doctor said, how's your sex appetite going, Miss Steamer? He said, put your hand under the cover and find out. Oh, my nanny said that and she was dying, and I had never heard her say nothing like that. So that was cursing to me, and I was real grown. Yeah. Janet's gonna be the angel of music. I thought it was Michael Jackson, but I think it's Janet. Because you got to turn right, don't go dark. They said Michael Jackson went dark. That's the boy daddy. I don't know. Well, I guess so, because he didn't do much to get me once he was grown. But I see he knew a lot about me when I watched the thing. Because I had some black and white shoes that I wear to church, and I keep them real clean. And I wouldn't get them messed up because I had to wear them for like 3 years. Oh, I go to church 3-4 times a week with the same pants, shoes, and dress. Looking like I was on The Color Purple or some shit. I'm in L.A. I went anyway because that's how you're supposed to do. So, to be honest, I didn't feel no kind of way. Once I started doing that, I didn't feel no kind of way at school either. She just used to walk me to school a lot. I talked to him. And that's when God started talking to me and told me to join that military and find. I said, I can't swim. I never could swim. That's just like that song. You heard it. See, they done heard the songs now. But the elder said, I got to ask Janet. And if she says no, that doesn't matter anything. I still continue. I go ahead and go forward. But I ask her because she is in my bloodline and she has a choice. Don't just dump her in the dark. And if I can't get to her, she will see me eventually. I don't know. I have to make some noise from afar. It's not working that good for me to come up close. And it's expensive. And I'm doing it. It's me hanging out all willy-nilly. Michelle, if you come bother me while I'm out there, you're going to have a whole problem. Because I'm going to look alone. But I'm never alone. No one was in there with me to get me out the fire. They was all out there watching, like you. So I know that I'm on TV somewhere. That's called the test tube, baby dummy, test dummy. Oh, that was just the test. You went through the test. You made it. Oh, high five, bitch. Well, I wasn't going to stay in there and get burnt up. Did y'all think that was going to happen? Why would I stay there to get burnt when I'm trained to not get burned and put the fire out and make sure the whole building don't get burned? Because they're all old people. And that'd be difficult because they're white and they don't want to do nothing that a black person said, especially when the other black people came in there and paid them to shut up. That's why the other house across the way is all burned up. He almost burned his own house up trying to let mine burn. Yes, he was, trying to let it burn. That's exactly what he did. I don't care that he tells me my medicine's out there. I tell him he better as federal government. He's the only one that gets to see it and he's responsible. Oh, yeah, he sends the message. Once I said that. That's how my pills got on the counter, on the floor. They went in the mailbox at first. Oh, I'm smart, Dave. Those pills don't come on the ground. You should have put them back in the mailbox. Oh, was they with a key and you couldn't? Oh, that's too damn bad, bitch. That's who is stealing the mail. Dave, for someone. If not, just Lydia. Oh, your name already came up in the tarot, both of you. Just like that raccoon, bitch. They say my husband likes to pay you off, Dave. And they talk about somebody that's real drunk. That's why I know it's not LeVay that she's married to, unless he married LeVay's daughter. Oops, you made a mistake. That's all. And mistakes can happen to anyone. Your mama will get you to HIV, Jalen, if that's you. Because I assume you drink like that because of your behavior at the funeral. And I already saw you start drinking. And then here we go. We know that your grandmother and your father they can get a little addicted. So there you are. So now I think it's Christine. Because Tony doesn't drink like that. She can drink, but she doesn't drink to the stinky. Like you, Christy. You're not McNichols, bitch. Christy Cruft. I don't know what your name is. You ain't Krispy Kreme. Bitch, using raggedy. I say that in a good way. And you keep telling people that I was with you. But you also try to impersonate me. And you also say that I'm your cousin. You's a dumb lying bitch. That was the dumbest lie. Everybody heard all that. Oh, they went along with it? That didn't mean they believed you. They just wanted to see if you was going to get and wear me down or if y'all was going to get caught. But they must have thought I was retarded, and they like to fuck with retarded people. They like to let a whole bunch of sane people and watch them fuck with who they think is retarded. So you guys get to go to jail. You didn't know that? Because you guys thought I was mentally incapable of taking care of myself like they said, and you allowed that to happen on your watch. Your eyeballs were watching. You too, Sibo. You done been there 2-3 times in the lifestyle. Yeah, you should have never started talking about Mr. Yarborough, because that's why his son went down. So you going down, Yarborough, I'll make sure of it. If Brian goes down, you're going down, period. You shouldn't have been fucking with this motherfucking SIBO. It's been years. I've been smart the whole time about that. Motherfuckers, y'all live too far away from that church to be reckless. Oh, I live near you, Yarborough? Oh, but my nana lives by there. And my nana is one of the people of the church. I don't know if you're a real reverend. We didn't call you that when I was little. Let's make that clear. Mr. Yarborough, that's why I keep calling you that.